Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic is prime factorization. We have previously done the prime numbers. Prime numbers are numbers which comes in the table of 1 in itself. We have done the factorization also. Factorization means that we have to find out or we have to search the number which completely divides the given number. So that those numbers which completely divide the given numbers, those are called the factors of this number. Now we have to do the prime factorization. For the prime factorization, there are two methods. Number one is by finding out the factors of that number. For example, if I have 60 and I have to find the prime factors of this number, that means I have to search for the numbers which are divisible by 1 and except only for this 60 I am going to take out the factors. Since 0 is coming in the end, this can come in the table of 2, it can come in the table of 5. So I will prefer that I should take the smaller number 2. 6 divided by 2, my answer will be 3. This 0 I am going to note as it is down. Then once again 2, and I am going to take this 3. This 3 divided by 2, this is going to divide 1. 2 1s are 2, 1 is the remainder, 1 is going to come with this and it will become 10, 2 5s are 10, right? And then since it is, what is the rule of divisibility of 3? For the rule of divisibility of 3, the sum of the numbers should be divisible by 3. Here 1 and 5, 1 and 5 makes it 6. 6 comes in the table of 3, that means 15 is also going to be divided by, we can also divide this 15 by 3. So 3 5s are 15, 5 1s are 5, right? So the factors of the prime, all as you can see, all these numbers are prime numbers. So the prime factors for this number is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, and this is called the prime factorization of 60. Now if I say that represent this prime factors in the form of index notation, so how you are going to do it? For the index notation, I told you that you have to see that the base, when the same base, if you have same base, you are going to write it once and you are going to add the index. Index means power. You are going to add the power. There is 1 power on it, 1 power on it, 1 plus 1 will make it 2. And using your common sense also, you can see that 2 is coming 2 times. So the power for 2 will be this and this will be 3. These two bases are different. So we are going to write it as it is. This is the representation of 60 in the form of index notation, right? And now if I have to do the third method or the another method for doing this prime factorization is with the help of a factor tree. When I say factor tree, that means I am going to have 60 as a number. I am going to have 2 branches of this 60 number. One will be, I have to use the prime factorization. So I will see that 60 is coming in which table? 60 is coming in the table of 2. So 2 multiplied by which number is going to give me 60? 30, right? So 2 and 30 are the factors of this 60. Can I further divide this 2 with any number? No. So this is going to come as it is, and for this we are going to have 2 branches once again, and what we are going to do is that 15 is going to come 2 multiplied by 15, right? Now further, can we divide this 2 by any number? No. So this 2 is going to come as it is. What about this 2? This is going to come as it is. What about this 15? What are the factors of 15? The factors for 15 are 3 and 5. So now you can see that all these numbers are prime numbers. We cannot further divide them. And as I told you before, that dividing or multiplying with 1 does not make any difference. We are going to get the same result. So this is the end. The numbers which are left in the end are the prime factors for 60 So the prime factors for the 60 is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So this is the prime factorization of 60 using a factor tree. This is the prime factorization using the index notation, and this is a simple factorization, prime factorization of 60. Let's take another example. For example, if I have a number 216, one very common mistake which I have observed during my experiences, that whenever children have to do such type of division, they make a common mistake. For example, when 216 is divided by 2, 2 ones are 2, and then what we have to do is, there is no remainder, we have to copy this 1 here. This one is not divisible by 2, so we are going to copy this 6 also here. So instead of copying this 6 here, the number, if we have noted it, so this 1 is not divisible by 2, and we have to copy the number from the top. Whenever we are taking a number from the top and we cannot divide it, so what we are going to do is, 2 zeros are 0. We have to do this thing, and then in the third step we are going to copy this 6, and 2 8s are 16. This is how we are going to divide it. So when I have to find the prime factors of 216, and since 6 is an even number, so this is going to come in the for table of 2. 2 1s are 2 and 2 8s are 16. Usually children used to do this thing. They completely forget that this is a number, this number is also included in the question. So what we have to do is, we also have to divide this 1 with 2. And if we cannot divide this 1 with 2, so we have to put a 0 in the center, and then we can only take this 16 number, we can divide this 16 by 2. Now further we are going to divide it, 2 5s are 10 and 2 4s are 8. This 5 divided by 2, 2 2s are 4, 1 is the remainder, makes it 14, 2 7s are 14. Now 7 is not an even number, so we cannot further divide it with 2. So what we have to do is, we have to search for another number. What about 3? 2 plus 7 is 9. So 9 comes in the table of 3. So this 27 is also going to come in the table of 3. So 3 9s are 27, and 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. So the factors for 216 will be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. So these are the factors of 216. Writing this in the form of index notation, same base, write it once, 1 2 3. So my power will be 3. This 3 is coming 3 times, 1 2 3. So my power will be 3. So this is the index notation. Representation of 216 in the form of index notation will be this, where this 3 is the power for this number. If I want to do it in the form of factor tree, so I will take 2 branches of this number. This will be 2, and when this 216 is divided by 2, my answer will be 108. I cannot divide this number 2, so this is going to come as it is. This I can divide, so further 2 branches, and it will be 2. There should be a multiplication sign in the center, 54, right? And then I cannot divide this 2. This is going to come as it is. This 2 is going to come as it is, and 2 more branches for this. 2 multiplied by 27. You will keep on doing this thing until unless in the end you are going to get this thing. These 3 numbers, we cannot divide them further. They are going to come as it is. And for this 27, you are going to take 2 branches, and then you are going to do it till the end where you cannot further divide it. Sorry, let me show you that the factors are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 27. So this 2 is going to come as it is. this 2 is going to come as it is, this 2 is going to come as it is, and for this 2 branches, this is 3 multiplied by 9. Now further 2 is going to come as it is, this 2 is going to come as it is, this 2 is going to come as it is, this 3 is going to come as it is, but 2 branches for this 9. So this will be 3 multiplied by 3. So these numbers in the end are the factors of 216. Where using a factor tree, you have to make a tree, and for all the numbers where you can have the branches or which can have further 2 factors, you are going to make 2 branches, and then you are going to make your tree like this. Thank you.